We're going to talk about relaunching your business, leveraging social media. There's some new platforms. There's some new strategies on the existing platforms. There's just a lot we can talk about today. So I really want you to grab a pad of paper and a pen, take some notes. A lot of people that get involved in this profession, a lot of people, they get in, they get excited for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and they don't stay plugged into training. They don't continue to evolve and work on themselves, and they lose that fire. They lose that excitement. And right now is the time to set some new goals. So this is a perfect conversation for those of you that are ready to get back into the swing of things and get the momentum that you need in your business to be successful.
A lot of people, they think so incorrectly about money that they think if they're asking for any during tough times, it's a bad thing. Yeah. And that's the exact opposite. People need opportunity more than ever before. People that had their careers figured out 10 months ago don't know what the hell they're doing right now. And so you got to figure out how to make money, and you got to figure out how to help others make money too. I mean, it's just a perfect time to be relaunching your specifically social media business. Now, I mean, even a year ago, there were still companies and people that were holdouts on social media. They still like doing it the traditional way, I guess. And, this year is like, you can just picture a sledgehammer and someone just smashing the traditional way to do anything. And that's just no longer, what we can rely on. If you want to make money from home, you got to learn social media. And even if you've done it all wrong, even if you have negativity all over your social media profile, even if you have been spamming your product name and company name and all these different things, even if you just have been a train wreck on social media, it actually isn't that bad to change it. It's not that big of a hassle to relaunch and do it appropriately, raise curiosity, attract more people to you. And so step one of that, which is a mindset thing, is stop overthinking it. And that's the biggest thing. No one on the planet is like, how come Tracy isn't posting more? She hasn't been working her business, I don't think. Like, no one's out there saying that. They got their own stuff going on. They're chasing kids doing laundry. They got too much to worry about themselves versus, is Jason working his business. They're just not worried about that. So don't think that you have to go to social media and say, okay, guys, I got to come clean. You guys have been wanting me to do my business and I haven't been doing it. You don't have to do any of that stuff because no one noticed. Just get going. Now you may have to, sweep up some things and use a little bit different approaches if you're following up with people you haven't, talked to in a long time or you dropped the ball on, but don't overthink it is really my number one suggestion.
So what would be like maybe those 3 tips for someone that's like, I want to hit it hard. And you know what, maybe you could also tie into this conversation, Ray, the overwhelm, because, and I know that's like a weak word, you're not supposed to use it, but I don't care who you are. If you're human and you're motivated, it can be overwhelming with all the social media platforms. Like even Nadya and I, we have to sometimes tame ourselves. It's like, me, I want to go live here, live there. I want to do a TikTok, right? And it's like, whoa. Like you're trying to bite off more than you can chew. So maybe you could talk about what are 3 things that they can do now to start launching their business versus waiting till next week. And in addition to that, what are your thoughts on where to spend your time? Because there are a lot of social platforms that people are hearing about these days.
The best weapon against overwhelm is for you to really, have specific activity that you're addicted to. And so, if you're planning on doing a video a day, okay, fine. Pick where are you going to do that video each day, and that needs to get done. If you know my story, I had 3 things that I did every day: 20 no's a day, a video a day, and self-development every day. Now, self-development is the only, I don't want to say wishy-washy, but it's not specific, right? 1 video, I know if I did that or not. 20 no's, I know if I did that or not. And so what is happening is people, they don't have specific metrics that they're shooting for with their activity. And so they become overwhelmed because they get sucked in. That's okay if you hit your metrics. If you have a metric of, I'm going to reach out to 5 people, or I'm going to reach out to 10 people, or whatever your numbers are, I'm going to do at least 1 video, then not get those things done. And then you're not so overwhelmed. You can go, and if you want to spend time, I would just my one encouragement when it comes to spending time is think like a marketer, not just a consumer. Like every video I look at, I'm looking at it not just as a, hey, this is funny. I'm looking at the views, I'm looking at the comments, I'm looking at what they did, I'm studying it to see, yes, I can enjoy it, but also can I learn anything from it? And so think more like a marketer than a consumer as you're going through your different social media platforms, and that will really help you out and serve you.
You gave us that tip 5 years ago, and I've always had that mindset, that shift. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. You're not going to master LinkedIn the same month you master TikTok, the same month you launch a podcast and a YouTube channel. That's crazy town. So focus on one thing at a time. And here's the deal. If you're crushing it right now on Facebook, just keep doing that.
You know, people will say, oh man, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm doing so much. And I'll ask them one question, and that is, how many people did you actually ask if they're open to taking a look at your product or service?
Right.
And they're like, oh, well, well, then you just need to compartmentalize. You need to know, okay, I wasted this much time. I spent this much time beating myself up over what I didn't do or don't have. I spent this much time comparing myself to others. I spent this much time goofing off and no time actually prospecting. And so, you just got to, get real with yourself, be honest with yourself. And, I can't say, man, I spend so much time at the gym if I'm just walking around and not actually doing anything, if I'm not lifting anything. That's like you on social media, just cruising around, not prospecting, not creating content. It's like you're walking around in the gym. You're not going to get results that way. Just walk around outside, have fun, get some fresh air. Number two, know at the end of the day, no matter what platform you're on, at the end of the day, it's how many eyeballs did you get on a presentation? How many people did you ask if they're open to your product or service? And that needs to be something you really focus on, because if you're not getting that, you need to look at that. What am I doing wrong that I'm not getting any numbers on that? And then number three is whether it's, whatever, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, you need to be raising more curiosity. This is something that, Chalene Johnson talked about at our last event is, you need to be raising curiosity, get people wondering what it is that you're doing. What are you a part of? When you reference team, like, what does that mean? Is it a softball team? Or what do you mean? And so you need to be in your
That's
marketing.
A good point.
You need to be raising more curiosity than giving too much, giving them the end of the movie so they don't have anything to ask you. If I'm doing a demonstration like on Facebook, my call to action is going to be, hey, just feel free to message me. I'll send you the recipe. Feel free to message me. I'll tell you all the different products I use. So if I'm doing makeup, I purposely don't want to use just one lipstick or one eyeliner or whatever. I want to use multiple so that it's more natural for someone to reach out for that collection of items. Now, I don't care if they get the collection of items, to be honest. I care about the conversation. I care about raising curiosity. I care about getting someone to go from eyeball viewer to reaching out to me and connecting with me.